Welcome back to my channel, guys. And welcome back to this series. If you watched last episode, you would know that the new episodes that I'm running currently on this series, which is my nostalgic series of videos, is a book that I wrote when I was really little, and I really suggest you watch the previous one because this one won't make any sense to you unless you've watched that one. It actually dawned on me how funny it is to be reading this to thousands of people, because as a kid I just thought, you know, this was for my mum, this was for my dad to read, maybe my sister. Let's just make previous me feel happy that her book went somewhere. It went places. I'm going places. So in the last video we left off at chapter 3. Jessica met a dolphin, and if you can't remember, right, the dolphin was taking her somewhere and Jessica had no idea where. A while later in the Coke Ocean, Cutie took Jessica to a black and red palace. Guys, this is where it gets bondage. Whose house is that? Ooh, gulped Jessica. House? That's not a house. That's the biggest castle ever. Oh, sorry. Whose castle is that? Questions Jessica. She's got a bit of sass. Don't you know? Well, not really. Jessica doesn't live there. How is she supposed to know who belongs in the castle? The Wicked Witch lives there. Jessica gulped noisily in front of the amazing, smelly castle. How can something be amazing and smelly at the same time? Even though I did say amagging instead of amazing. What's the witch's name? Like I told you, Mildred. Mildred Mold. Oh, I don't like her second name. I know, everyone hates it. There is only one way to kill her, but only a human girl can defeat the witch. Oh, do you see where it's getting at here, guys? How? Questions Jessica. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Well, the Wicked Witch has stolen the ruby ring and swapped it for an invisibility ring, and the king has worn it, and now he's invisible. I see where it's going. She's got that ruby ring. I remember my mum helping me with this storyline, actually. I was like, Mum, I need to find something that she needs to come across while she's in this magic world, and she needs to solve it. Okay. Oh, that's terrible, she gulped. I know. Would you want to help to Are You Brave? What? Well, I am a child, but I'll think about it. Jessica heard the splashing Coke crashing into Cutie. Kinky. The sun was setting down, and the thing that was beautiful, the sunset, was coming up. It made beautiful colours of orange, red and pink sky. Ah, I remember the teacher always used to try and make sure we were really descriptive, and we used colours, describing words, made sure we had to do it in like every page. The clouds were fading every minute. Wind was starting to get stronger. Would you like to come to my house and warm up? Yes, please, smiled Jessica. That little illustration of the splash, splash, the splash part is the only good part of the illustration. It's just got him still pooping glitter and her now in a different colour pair of trousers. Right. There's also a blank page, so I don't know what's going on there. Just a nice little blank page there. That's cute. Chapter 5 now, guys. Are we all sitting comfortably? That night, Jessica became very tired, so Cutie put her to sleep in her castle. I'm hoping there wasn't drugs involved. While Jessica was fast asleep, Cutie heard some terrible news. The Wicked Witch was going to destroy the whole country. Cutie's eyes were wide open and her mouth dropped from shock. I believe as a dolphin that would be like... She wanted to know how the witch knew where all the people were, for it was meant to be a secret. Cutie had to swim to the king's palace and make plans for her and Jessica to help him save the country. Once at the palace, spoke to the king about how only Jessica was able to kill the Wicked Witch. And in brackets I put, because she was human. As if my teacher was to be like, why only Jessica? You must give her my magic ring so that she's invisible, said the king. Thank you, said Jessica. This will be very helpful, but how did you get it? It belonged to the witch, and she swapped it for my ruby ring. The dolphin knew that. Cutie knew that. Cutie told Jessica. that.
But if you wear it for at least 1 hour, you will become very ill unless the witch is killed. This is a wicked trick, wept the king.
Clever.
I did not know until after having worn the ring for 1 hour, and now I'm beginning to feel poorly. Please ask Jessica to kill her before I become unwell or even die.
I love how he knew it was because he'd worn it for an hour. Like, it could be anything. It could be don't put the ring near water or don't wear the ring on your little finger, but he knew it was because he'd been wearing it for more than an hour. The next morning, Cutie and Jessica left for the evil witch's castle. They first came across sinking sand. What should we do now? Questioned Jessica.
I can swim in the river, but you have to go over the sinking sand because you can't swim, said Cutie,
stating the obvious like an idiot. I didn't write that, but I should have.
Oh no! How about if you go on my back, said Cutie. Oh yeah, what a good idea.
Hop on, smiled Cutie. Why didn't they think of that before? She was on Cutie's back in the first place. Oh my god.
Can you swim through flooded water?
Worried Jessica.
Yeah, that's easy, said Cutie.
Come on.
They started to swim to the witch's castle. Then all of a sudden, they stopped.
Look, shouted Jessica. There's a dangerous waterfall ahead and we're about to go over it. Dun dun dun. I'm not gonna lie, the spellings are quite bad and oh my god, I hadn't even finished that illustration. It's like a half-coloured in castle. My story was longer than most people's, but I'm quite proud of my story. Like, the storyline's pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh no! Someone help! Suddenly at that moment it went silent. There was nothing in sight, just birds in the sky and fishes in the sea. Jessica and Cutie were holding against the stony rocks attached to the flowing waterfall. You saved my life, muttered Jessica.
That's no problem.
I don't get how she saved her life, but alright. And Jessica stopped and stared at the cloudy pink sky. The rocky black deadly castle stood in front of her. Black vampire bats were swooping around the castle, blowing wind into Jessica's face from their wings. It's a castle, whispered Cutie. I think I already know that by now, whispered Jessica. Oh Jesus. They're getting a bit of a tiff here. I'm starting to think Cutie has some like memory issues because she keeps repeating things that she's already said. Jessica tiptoed to the castle door. The door had a crack right through the middle. Jessica slowly and carefully opened it. These chapters are getting longer. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a ring from the king, and if you wear it for more than 1 hour, you'll become ill and even die. But if you don't, you'll come invisible. So casual. And then Jessica's reply is, wow, sounds cool. Let's go, Jessica whispers. Jessica tiptoed over to the throne, still exhausted from the dangers. Gulp. Shh, whispered Cutie. She'll probably hear you. How can they hear like a gulp? Now where is the wicked witch then? Questioned Cutie. The castle was dark, the carpets were red, the throne lay there all red and sprackly with deadly spiders on, and everything was getting worse every minute. That was a long ass sentence. Look, there's the witch, whispered Cutie. Is Cutie like on land? Is she a dolphin that just grows legs and then becomes on land? Or is she like constantly in the water somewhere? Like there's a puddle of piss on the floor and she gets in it. Put your invisibility ring on. Okay, where are you? I'm here. Where? Here. Bang. And the dirt is gone. Ouch! I hear footsteps, gasped Cutie. Run, Cutie! Run! She's coming! Obviously the dolphin needs to run. What's that noise? Worried the witch. Ow! Who just threw that at me? Jessica followed the witch round to the garden. It had statues of stone people everywhere, all standing in a row. This is starting to sound like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Jessica looked at the cracked clock on the castle to check if it had passed an hour. She'd only followed the witch into the other room. The witch ran over to the waterfall. Haha, got you now, smiled Jessica. Who's that? Gulped the witch. And in bracket I put Mildred. Oh, I love how there's lots of gulping in the story. Jessica pushed her in the water. Big bubbly bubbles spread around the waterfall. Ha ha, laughed Jessica. And she took off the ... beautiful diamond ring. Look, look, shouted Cutie. The ring is turning back to a diamond ring. Everything that witch did a spell on broke. Even the spell of the king, said Jessica and Cutie set off back to the king's palace. "We've done as you asked," said Cutie. "We have killed the witch." "Well done," smiled the king, feeling better. "You can have my diamond ring as a reward." He smiled. "Thank you." "I'll have to say goodbye to you then," smiled the king. "Bye," waved Jessica. "I'll see you later, hopefully. Bye." "Yeah, see ya," said Jessica. That moment, Jessica was in her room, looking at all her posters. I thought she just moved into the house. Then she felt something hard in her pocket. It was the diamond ring. It was her penis. She said to herself, "Thank you, everyone, for helping me." That was nice. And there's a little picture of her in different coloured clothes again. It actually made a lot less sense than I originally thought it had. And funnily enough, there is a little bit of feedback. She gave me 2 awards, 2 merits. That basically was okay. I mean, I knew a few people that got 3 for their book. So when I saw it, I was like, ugh, 2? Ugh, rude. I'm like a budding author. This is a wonderful fantasy story, Eleanor. You have followed the structure perfectly, allowing the reader to join your character on her journey. You have worked extremely hard and have put in a huge amount of effort. I particularly enjoyed your journey. A little more detail on your character's feelings and thoughts would improve your story further. Fabulous illustrations add to the reader's enjoyment of your story. You have a fantastic imagination and you should be very proud of your story. Well done. Can you imagine if she was watching this right now? That would make my day. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like me to delve into all my other old stuff that I made as a kid, then do let me know in the comment section below, because I will actually do that because it's so much fun. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in 3 days time as usual. All my social network sites are down there in my cleavage in the description box below. Stay awesome, stay happy, stay positive, stay sexy. Whee! Okay. Oh. Oh my god, yes. We have something similar to these in the UK called angel slices. Like, they're like half the size and they're rectangular. I just ate the whole thing. This is my, oh, it's her husband's YouTube.